the E-Agriculture Academy is academy.umfeictforfarmers.org. So when you load it on your phone, this is how it will look like. So if it's your very first time, as we talked last time, you'll be actually able to access certain services, but you're restricted. So this platform is there to show you the different courses that you can do. If I can come to now, if you want to access courses, because the purpose of the platform is to actually give you courses. On top, there are 3 dashes. So when you click on them, these 3 up before the padlock, when you click on them, it will display something like that. So you're able to see the courses available. So all courses, and there you are. So these are some of the available courses. And of course, we are working with the Farmers Federation to ensure that these courses are more than just what we have, but also they have sufficient information that you all need. So to be able to see the content for particular courses, because the purpose is to learn. So you need to choose a course and see content for that particular course. You need an account in the system. So I'm expecting that by the virtual fact that you people can join a Zoom meeting, you're able to have email addresses. So you need to create an account for yourself. Create an account, you go back to these arrows again, where the drop down I showed you, and now you select the choice which is register. So when I select register, I'll see a form that requires me to create an account. Enter username, so I'll enter a username I want to use. Then enter password. Then email address. So the email address is where they will send you an activation link. So you need to be so sure of this email address and know that you have access to it, because the email is going to be sent, the link is going to be sent to you, and that's why you can activate your account. Second thing to remember is your username. You see, my username is not my email. Most people, when they're creating accounts on systems, their email is their username. And sometimes when you create a username, which is not an email, you confuse it when you want to log in, you end up using an email as a username and you cannot log in. So what you use as a username should always be something you remember, and also set a password that is strong, but that you can remember. So I'm going to enter first name. Then I'm going to enter the last name, which is the surname, rather. Then I select a country. So I'll look for Uganda. There it is. And then I say create. So an email has been sent to me to activate this account. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to log into my Gmails. So there it is. and I clicked activate. Click continue. And I have access to the system. So it is as simple as that. Process number one, load the system using the URL academy.umfe-ICT-for-farmers.org. Then go to these drop downs you see on top and select the drop down to register. Then after registering, an email to activate your account will be sent to you and you log in. And after activating it, you'll be able to log in. So one of the things you need to note about the E-Agriculture Academy, it is set up in a format of an institution. In an institution, you have got different stakeholders. One, I've got people that learn, we call them end users. And we have people that teach, we call them instructors or teachers. Then it has got people that manage. So if you log in at this point, you have logged in as an end user, meaning you are here to learn and you're here to access information. So when you log in at this level, you do not have any course that you have enrolled for, but you can enroll for a course. To be able to do that, you'll come to, there is a navigation bar here having courses. If I click on it, it has a list of courses. So you see there's beekeeping, cattle keeping, all that, piggery, mushroom, soya, and I want to choose a course to learn. So for example, I want to learn beekeeping. So what you do is that you click on it, and the system will ask you to enroll. So the next stage is to click enroll now and click enroll me. At this level, you can see the information I have: introduction to beekeeping, types of bees and beekeeping techniques. You have establishing a beehive. You have products of beekeeping, etc. You have equipment requirement for beekeeping, etc. So if I went into this course, I'm certain that by the time I consume this course content, at least when it comes to beekeeping, I'm a farmer that can do beekeeping. But I want you to notice key things. One, a topic like introduction to beekeeping that you're seeing here has got content in different formats. One, it has got what we call a forum. This first thing you see, introduction to beekeeping here, it's called a forum. What happens in a forum is that it's a discussion. So what we are doing is that we are setting up a platform for farmers of particular interest or particular sector to meet and discuss concerning a particular topic. So if you're saying introduction to beekeeping, you're saying, what are some of the key things one needs to know before starting beekeeping as a business? So you set up a forum or you join this forum by doing that, and then you jump in. And you'll be able to see the content, but also participate in the discussion. So that is to do with a forum. So we are saying we have course content, but we can gather more content based on what people are discussing about in the forum. If people in the forum are saying they need to learn more about this and this, then the experts will research about it and provide that in the course content. So the next stage we have here is called the lesson. So if you enter a lesson, this is where you consume the content that is available. So we have content, and content can be consumed normally or at a preview using the preview. So the fact that I want to preview, I don't want to really go through it I'm going to say preview. And this is the course content. Which is organized for one to read and understand what he needs to know concerning beekeeping. So it's organized in this format. It's like a book. So you keep opening using this left panel. When you open it the first time, it's the first page, then you go to the next page, and then as you read, you move until the last page, and you're able to read through the available course content. However, we also understand that this content may be sufficient or not sufficient. So we created another section we call a chart. So there is here where we have introduction, below the content, we have got a chart. Under a chart is where you discuss anything related to what you have read. So you have got a chart and you have click here to enter the chart now. So I will click and I have my chart. So I say this information was good enough for me. So other people that are part of this chart can participate, and the participants will be always listed on the right, and the conversation will be maintained on the left. So even if someone came in late and read my course content and went to the chat, they will still find this conversation there. So I'm able to come and track back the conversation. I say, oh, this is what you need to know. I can say, can we explore more about this particular topic under our chat? And then we have, of course, different other types of material. We have got what they call quizzes. So if you're able to learn and you appreciate that you have learned, most times you will be tested. So some of the courses, of course, you just learn and you finish without doing tests. But some of the courses you realize that you learn, and by the time you finish, they will give you a test to do to confirm that you actually understand what you learned. In that situation, you use you'll use something called a quiz. So a quiz is an online test. Is an online test that is automatically marked by the system. So you don't need to do what? To submit and wait for your results after 3 days. Immediately, the system marks you, it gives you the results on submission. I want to demonstrate one of the quizzes we designed, but it's not in this particular course, it's under a different course. So we have a course called Digital Skills Development. So I'm going to go back to my courses. So you go back using your usual back button. You should be able to go back. And see all courses. In case you're restricted and things you don't see, sometimes all you need is to do page orientation. That means you rotate your phone and allow it to have such kind of display where it's able to turn and become like a laptop. So here I'm able to see variety of things because I've turned my phone. So in case you're limited and you want to have a desktop view, I recommend that you do this and you'll have a desktop view on your phone. So there is digital skills here. And of course, it also tells me to enroll. So enroll for the course. And then I enroll. So this is digital skills, and it has different information. So it has got the digital skills curriculum. It has got the unfair ICT for farmers training manuals. It has got introduction to computers. But one of the courses we did, which was this that we did at the first time, has a quiz. So for you to be able to demonstrate that you understood what was taught, you'll come and say, click on quiz, and then click attempt quiz and start attempting. So this is how, what you do. I will not attempt it because I want to save your time, but immediately after submitting, and it's timed, if you can see here, my timer is actually moving. So it's a timed quiz. That means after these 59 minutes, the quiz will close. So after, I'm just going to select randomly, probably, so that you see the experience of having your results immediately. So I'm just selecting in case you realize that so the system is saying submit. I submit all the submit and finish, then submit. And immediately it shows me what I have passed, what I have failed. And if you look on top here, you see my results, grade 46 out of 100. So immediately I receive my results. So this is not only applicable for this particular course, even other courses as the Federation will be bringing them to you can have this kind of module. So we can create a course and we want to test whether extension or service providers have understood what to do. And in that particular thing, we will be able to have a quiz and attempt it. Or if you enroll for a particular course, you'll be able to, that has a quiz, that's how you attempt the quiz. I want to show you when you finish enrolling for the courses, these courses no longer become hard to trace or to get. One of the easiest ways is that I have got now a link saying my courses. My courses displays only the courses I'm enrolled for. So you have beekeeping that I'd enrolled for here and appears under my courses. I have also digital skills development that I enrolled for, and it also appears under my courses. So that said, this is the E-Agriculture Academy. It provides you with agriculture content that you may need to learn to improve your skills or to learn to improve, to start a particular sector that you have not been involved in. I understand people say agriculture is a risk, but I believe the reason why people say it's a risk is because they have not learned before they start. If people took on courses like this, and which even goes to an extent of showing you here general management practices and the market of bee products, you should be able to know that what I'm engaging in actually has these returns and has these benefits and has these challenges and these advantages. So this platform is there for you. This information is not all. Every day we update it. And we are now working with the Federation to ensure that even things that you need, for example, if you're an extension or service provider and you need information, it will be accessible on E-Agriculture Academy and at different course modules. That said, I will recap where we started. I said to start, one, you need to have an email address. So any user should be having an email address, which can be Yahoo, which can be Gmail, which can be any other that you choose of your choice. 2, you need to create an account. So to create an account, you'll have to register. To register, you come to the 3 dots, which you see here, and click on them and select register option. You should be knowing the URL, which is academy.unfairictforfarmers.org. After registering, the system is going to send you an activation link. So log into your mails. Is it Yahoo? Is it a Gmail? Log in and activate. After activating, automatically the system will take you into straight to your login, and you'll be able to enroll, see the available courses, and enroll for the courses of your choice. The different materials will be there. The different activities will be there, as you have seen, the forums, the chat, the quiz, the content itself, and you'll be able to consume it according to what you want. Finally, what I have to tell you is when you finish doing whatever you want, remember this padlock here, click on it and log out. Security is a key thing in ICT. Most times you may log in, forget to log out, and before you know it, people are logging in and they're using your account to do things that you least expect yourself to be doing. So remember this padlock here, it's used to log in, but even after a user has logged in, the same padlock is used to log out. When you click on it, you can log out or you can log in. In case you forgot your username and password, it still has an option saying forgot username and password that you can click and actually reset your username and password. That said, I'm going to welcome questions. The demonstration was similar to what we did last week, but this time I decided to do it on a phone, because when I do it on a laptop, the assumption is that everyone owns a laptop, and which is not true. When farmers are in the field, in their gardens, they actually have phones. They do not have tablets and laptops. So the display is slightly different, but it's almost the same. If you turned your phone like this, you will actually get a laptop display. So this is exactly like a laptop. But if you leave it in a portrait, not the landscape, then you'll have to learn how to use this version by using things like that to access the information that is not readily available at your display. I end this session. I promise this time it's going to be strictly 1 hour, and I'll receive 2 or 3 questions before I call the president to close the session.